Introducing to you the Ritchie 6-metre Grassland Harrow. We have the Harrow mounted on a tractor here today to show you and give you a quick talk around. What I want to do is begin by talking about the heart of the Harrow, which is the Harrow mat. The Harrow mat is a consumable part. It's like plough metal. It will need to be replaced through passage of time. The Harrow mat is made up of a number of these castings, and they're all linked together by these rings. These two are replaceable parts in their own rights. The casting, to focus on the casting, you'll see that on the casting we have a long tooth on one side, we have a short tooth on the opposite side. The long tooth is about 60 millimetres long, the short tooth is about 30 millimetres long. You'll also find, when you look at the profile, that the tooth has a bit of a curve on it. This side is straighter, this side is raked. So in effect you can pull this casting 4 different ways for 4 different end results. For example, long tooth, if you're on permanent or semi-permanent pasture land and you're wanting to pull out dead grass and you're pulling out moss, go to the short tooth if you're on ground that's being quite intensively grazed and there's a lot of animal dung lying on the top, because the short tooth will help break the dung open, and you've also got the benefit of the web of the casting to help scatter that dung. The casting itself weighs about 2 kilograms, so when they're made into a mat, the mat itself has quite a bit of weight to it, which allows the mat to hug the ground as it's going along. The casting itself is produced from a special grade of cast called GG35, which has excellent wearing properties. The 6-metre Harrow that we're showing you here today, you see it's mounted on the back of the tractor. We're using category 2 linkage. Again, plenty of room for quick release couplings coming up to connect into the locking balls. The frame itself is hot dip galvanised finish for long life. The structure of the Harrow, you'll see we've got 2 heavy levelling bars at the very front, ideal for taking out molehills. We've got the hydraulic cylinder for it lifting and lowering. A quick word on turning the mat upside down. This you use the tractor hydraulics to do. Very simply done by removing the pins on the front shackles and take off the side rings, and you leave the chains on the rear of the Harrow frame. You then lift the frame on the tractor hydraulics, so the mat is then hanging from the chains. You drive forward, flipping the mat over, dropping the Harrow frame, and then reversing back and rehooking. So can be done hydraulically. You don't have to manhandle the frame or the mat to turn it upside down. That really concludes the Harrow presentation, and I would suggest if you do want any further information, please contact any of our area sales managers, or alternatively contact the sales office in Forfar.